walked in, and that was it. He said I was fired. He thought I was flirting with her, which I was, but I wasn't really. I mean, in my own defense, I still think about this. I still think, wait a minute, I wasn't really flirting that long. I mean, I just flirted a little bit. I was going to go back and get the tool. Boom.
That's
out
right.
there.
Those hormones kick in.
But you know what it is? No, I don't think so. I think I was just a normal guy, just doing a normal amount of flirty.
Yeah.
Ready to go back and get the tool so I can come back and do the job.
Yeah.
But this guy, probably pushing 40, which was old to me at the time.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably hated the fact that he couldn't be flirty with these girls, because I know how guys are, because I've been now every age in between.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
probably jealous of the fact that a 17-year-old could do better than a 38-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
You're done. Get out of here. I'm getting an old guy here from now.
Yeah, somebody older than me. That way I have a chance at flirting with the girls.
So that was my first job was sexton's assistant. Your first job was at a custard stand.
Yep.
And let's take a phone call on it. And I want to talk about your worst job, and then I'll tell you some celebrities. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning again, guys.
Hey, Hugh.
See, my very, very first job was when I was a junior in high school in the summertime at the Wisconsin State Fair. We lived right across the street from it. I was brought up and raised there. And the famous Milwaukee Mile racetrack is there, and it's a mile track, asphalt, and it's got a concrete wall all the way around it to keep the racing cars, from going off the track. Well, they needed a couple of guys to paint that white. So me and two other guys with rollers and brushes painted that wall. It took us 6 weeks on asphalt in 90-degree weather, and let me tell you, I had a suntan that lasted till Christmas.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
So it was a temporary job, but a long temporary job.
That was the longest mile in the world.
Gosh.
Wow. How often did it get painted?
They probably painted that every, I would say, maybe like 8-10 years.
Oh, okay, so a long time.
Now, just recently, there was an IndyCar race up there a couple weeks back. In fact, I went up there to see it, and they had repainted the wall blue.
Oh, my.
It's got a different color now, but I looked at that wall, and I sat in that seat in the grandstand, and I said, I could just see myself down here on my knees with that roller going around that mile track.
Oh, no.
I've been to that track. I know what you're saying about the distance. Wow.
Oh, yeah. But it was a job I'll never forget.
Wow.
Fun story.
Is something.
Thank you, Hugh.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
All right, we've got to take our little break, and I've got to catch up on the weather because that's our job. And then we'll be back to talk about our first, our worst, and some celebrity firsts, as well as some famous disengaged employees and the lessons that we can learn from that. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For this Labor Day holiday, we'll see intervals of clouds and sun, and there can be a thunderstorm around over the interior primarily during the late morning and afternoon hours, high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy tonight, low 71 to 75. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a hit-or-miss thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. For Wednesday, partly sunny with the best chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey Adam, those burgers gonna be done before summer's over?
Maybe. Why? You got big plans for the summer?
Not really. Just the usual, kids hanging around the house. How about you?
Actually, I'm having Joshua get his pilot's license this summer.
What? Is he old enough? Can you really do that in just the summer?
Yeah, you can get your pilot's license at 17, and the summer is plenty of time. Plus, this could be the start to his career as an airline pilot.
That is a great idea. I bet Tyler would love that. Actually, I would too.
You guys should do it.
I don't have time for that. Some of us have to work for a living, you know?
Not you, no. Seriously, they work around your schedule.
Really? That's cool. Where are you going?
Ocala Aviation, at the airport off 60th.
How'd you hear about it?
I heard about it on the radio, then I stopped in. I've got a card if you want the number.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my phone.
Hurry up, the burgers are burning.
Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead.
861-7484.
Hold on, I missed a number.
Such a slacker. Here it is again. 861-7484.
Excellent. I'm gonna call them now.
How about we eat before you start your new adventure?
That's probably a good idea.
You think?
It's time for fun, fellowship, and firearms. That's right, the 22nd annual Silver River Friends of the NRA Dinner is coming Thursday, September 4th, and you can get tickets to join us at the Marion County Ag Center by calling 352-239-0711. Help out ROTC, 4-H, and other charitable causes here in Marion County by joining us. Call 352-239-0711.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
You hear a lot of announcements on WOCA, but you don't want to miss this one. The Salvation Army Church Indoor Yard Sale is happening on Saturday, September 6th from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and everything is priced to move. Over 5 truckloads of Christmas items, clothing, furniture, knickknacks, and books. Doors open at 8 a.m. and there will be a little of everything. Go to 2901 Northeast 14th Street here in Ocala. Thank you for supporting the Salvation Army programs. And thank you for listening to WOCA, The Source. Just about 11 minutes before 11 o'clock, and it is Labor Day, and this morning you might have heard us talking about some job openings, and I have some more, and I will squeeze them in the next 50 or 40 minutes or so, and I'll probably do it more toward the end of the 40 minutes than toward the beginning. Right now we're kind of having fun talking about past jobs, first, worst, etc., and if you want to share yours, I'd love to hear about them. So Robin, if I were to ask you your worst job ever, what would you name?
I don't have one.
Oh, really?
Because I haven't had that many.
Okay.
I've only had like 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs in my whole life. They've all been excellent.
One of my worst, let me see. But by the way, I mentioned that Rainbow Springs was my first job in Florida. It really wasn't. I thought about this. I had a day job picking watermelons. There was a watermelon farm over in the Denellen or the Romeo area or something like that. And I guess I joined some group, I don't know. When I went over there and I picked watermelons, I got paid for it. But that doesn't really count because it was like one day or something like that.
Yeah.
My worst job probably wouldn't be considered a worst job in many circles, but it was factories, plural. When I went back to New York, after my family moved here, I wanted to be back in New York, and I wanted to be independent and support myself. And so I got these jobs at these factories. There was a plastics factory, there was a sheet metal factory, there was an electronics factory. I'm just drawing a blank now on some others, but those were the ones I remember the most. Nothing was wrong with the people I worked with. Nothing was wrong with the environment or the. In one case, the hours were really bad. One case, it was a 12-hour shift. I just didn't like that at all. But for the most part, it was a good job and paid well. The problem is, it was just all machines. Now, I'm sure today's factories are different. I'm sure computers are doing what I used to do, which was basically sit there and push a button. But sitting in a place, pushing a button over and over and over and over again, just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I actually said a prayer, and my prayer to God was, I don't know what you want for me to do, but if you've got a job out there where I work with people instead of machines, could I please have that instead of this? I really don't want to do this. And you want to know something? I have never had a job. I mean, every job I've had since then has been with people. Radio is a people job. Okay?
Yeah.
Working as an activities director at an assisted living facility is a people job. Performing music is a people job.
Yeah.
Right? And we still do that, which I'm so grateful for. So really, those are my favorite jobs, was working with people. This one included, this gig we've had here for 12 years.
Yeah.
But I do have another favorite job I like to mention, and it's the one at the Nassau Coliseum in New York. Because even though the job itself was putting kitty litter on vomit, cleaning up the place, sweeping floors, I used to love it because it was the place where musical groups that I was a fan of would perform regularly, like Billy Joel, the Doobie Brothers, Jethro Tull. I don't know if anybody remembers Jethro Tull. Earth, Wind, and Fire. I could go on and on. Carly Simon, James Taylor. So many groups I got to see, and in some cases up close. Eric Clapton had played there, so it was just a blast being able to be there. All right, so I've got some famous disengaged employees and the lessons we can learn from them.
Okay.
Okay, Benedict Arnold, who we all know as a traitor, right?
Yeah.
All known as a traitor. Actually, he might not have become a traitor if it wasn't for his employer failing to do his job. Benedict Arnold was a war hero. He defected from the Continental Congress. He was considered one of the best leaders and soldiers of all time. His superiors failed to recognize or credit him for his success, and then they unjustly demoted him. And then he went on to be a traitor. West Point nearly, and the cities later sacked and burned by him, by Benedict Arnold. Okay. The lesson we learn is to recognize and reward employee contributions.
Yeah,
his name has now become synonymous with treason, but he was a decorated and respected officer for the revolutionary cause.
Gosh.
Yeah. Repeatedly overlooked and unrewarded, he was so harassed by his superiors that he demanded and got a court-martial to clear his name. Exonerated but bitter and disillusioned, the brilliant general conspired with the British and then joined their side in the war. So,
Wow.
Which is why he's considered a traitor.
Wow. Yeah.
Walt Disney. Listen to this, Walt Disney.
Okay.
Walt Disney worked for the Kansas City Star newspaper,
Okay.
and he was fired. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I wonder if Joe knows that. Joe, did you know Walt Disney was fired from the Kansas City Star? I don't know if you can hear us. Anyway, the editor of the Kansas City Star newspaper failed to notice the talent in Walt Disney. He fired Walt Disney, who was hired as an illustrator,
Oh, wow.
because he, quote, lacked imagination and had no good ideas.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, it's probably the owner probably wanted to have the ideas and the imagination, and Walt Disney had too much of that, so he was jealous and he fired him.
His bosses failed to inspire him, they say, or maybe Walt Disney said that in some interview. Anyway, the lesson is to discover who your true talent is and cultivate those with that talent.
That's right. Appreciate the employees.
Let's see if I have another one here. Martin Luther, the guy who started the Lutheran Church,
Yes.
was originally employed by the Catholic Church.
Yes, he was.
He was excommunicated, which in the world of organized religion means fired.
Yes.
You're fired.
That's right. That's right.
He became known as a theological whistleblower and an instigator of the Reformation,
Yep.
starting Protestantism.
He was an attorney, too.
His employer's failure. Instead of recognizing and supporting Martin Luther for his contributions and reforms, the church ignored and then retaliated against him.
Big mistake.
More than 1/3 of Christians today are Protestant, thanks to Martin Luther.
That's right.
The lesson learned, listen to your employees for their ideas. Luther was a monk who wanted to reform, not leave the Catholic Church. But his superiors met his ideas with hostility. Luther responded by leading an exodus from the church, a protest so profound that it spawned a new branch of Christian religion, that being Protestantism.
Yes, he did.
The church later went on to initiate the Counter-Reformation, which addressed most of the issues Luther had raised, but it was too late. Had it not been for Martin Luther, there'd be no Baptist church.
No.
There'd be no Lutheran church. There'd be it would be all Catholic.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that there would be anything wrong with that, but
Yeah, but he, it's a good thing that they excommunicated him.
here's another one. Nikola Tesla.
Oh, okay.
His boss, Thomas Edison.
Really?
Nikola Tesla worked for Thomas Edison, and Nikola Tesla resigned and literally took up a job digging ditches.
Oh my gosh.
Thomas Edison promised a bonus if Tesla was successful on a project. After Tesla's completion of the project, Edison reneged on his promise and Tesla resigned bitterly.
Oh, good for Tesla.
Thomas Edison's loss by Tesla resigning. After parting ways from Edison, Tesla went on to discover FM radio, remote control, robots, spark plugs, fluorescent lights, laser beams, wireless communications, Tesla's turbines, vertical takeoff aircraft, and the concept behind the electric car.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
And may I say some other things that often are brought to our attention by our listeners?
Yeah.
For example, wireless electricity. We've heard that before. I don't know that, but that's what they tell us.
Yeah.
Bless you. The lesson is to appreciate, support, and reward your employees, and then reap the benefits of their hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Thomas
good
Edison.
Lesson learned.
Thomas Edison treated Nicole, and you know why? Robin.
Yeah, he was jealous.
Jealous.
That's right.
He said, "You are just jealous.
That's right.
You are just jealous."
You are yes.
What was that? What was that story about the
Bo the American butt.
the American mutt?
Yeah.
All right, we have some more job openings in the community. Plus, I didn't tell you yet some of the first jobs of some celebrities. Some of these are fun to look at, especially considering what they went on to become. And in some cases, they actually had showbiz jobs.
Wow, that's cool.
Did you ever have any? Well, you worked at Six Gun Territory.
Yeah.
But you didn't. But so that was a showbiz environment.
Right.
But you were in accounting, so.
And marketing. So I was able to do both. So that was
Okay. All right, let's take a little break. What do we have coming up? Oh, Fox News coming up. And then after top of the hour, we'll continue with our Labor Day special, talking about jobs. We've got some first jobs of some celebrities. Plus, I do have some more job openings. Matt even gave me another one not from him, but from somebody he knows. And we'll tell you whatever we have when we come back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. NATO meeting starting in Wales later this week to cover a wide range of issues. Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen says one topic, a high readiness force to protect NATO members.
This spearhead could include several thousand troops ready to respond where needed with air, sea, and special forces support.
President Obama will be among those at the summit. A federal judge has blocked Louisiana for now from enforcing a new abortion law.
It requires doctors who perform the procedures to have hospital privileges within 30 miles of their clinics. The judge says authorities can't enforce the law until he holds a hearing on whether an order to block the law is needed while the case remains in court.
Fox Radio's Jessica Gallagher. Liberia telling most civil servants to stay home another month to help stop the spread of Ebola. The virus has claimed more than 1,500 lives in 5 Western African nations. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Worn out shocks and struts make your car handle like a banana boat being towed by a super tanker. Fix that pavement pontoon now and get 4 qualifying Napa or Rancho shocks and struts for the price of 3 with a mail-in rebate offer. So stop sloshing around and conquer the job with Napa Know-How. Mail-in rebate offer for Visa prepaid card in the amount of the lowest cost unit at participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 10/31/14.
Hey guys, if you're into fantasy football, you've got to check out FanDuel.com. At FanDuel, you play in 1-week fantasy football leagues for real money with immediate cash payouts. You only play when you want, and you can change your team any week. FanDuel is paying out over $10 million every week this season. And right now, FanDuel is giving you up to $200 free. That's right. For every dollar you deposit, FanDuel will match it up to $200. Just go to FanDuel.com, click their microphone in the upper right corner, and enter code FOOTBALL22. FANDUEL.com. Code FOOTBALL, the number.
Look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of the hassle of finding something to do this weekend. We have a daily event calendar, a bi-monthly magazine, and we also do daily news articles.
All right, Joel, that's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Whatsupocala.com.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spriven reporting. Checking on down on the farm, Extension agents down in Seminole County, Georgia, said the lesser cornstalk borers are still with them. Irrigation is helping control them, but some of the dryland peanuts look terrible because they've missed rains and pressure from lessers. They said they really in a worse lesser pressure than they've ever seen. The lesser cornstalk borers will infest areas, especially where dryland peanuts